Joining us now is Democratic Congressman Barney Frank of Massachusetts. He's the ranking member of the House Financial Services Committee. Good morning, Congressman.
Good morning.
So S&P said it downgraded the U.S. not just because of its debt problems, but because of, quote, the lack of apparent willingness of elected officials as a group to deal with the U.S. medium-term fiscal outlook. Do you see any sign that this is going to drive the two parties to play nicely together now?
Well, I don't think we should denigrate the role in a democracy of honest disagreement. But I would hope there would be one bipartisan agreement we could reach that I've been working for. There is one area in American policy where we are doing things disproportionate to the rest of the world. I'm sorry. You know, we don't give our older people more medical care. We don't have a better retirement. We don't spend more on the environment. Where America is disproportionate is in our extraordinary willingness to be the military policeman for the whole world. We spend far more of our national economy as a percentage on the military than just about any nation except a beleaguered nation like Israel, which has to do it in self-defense. We are spending well over $120 billion a year in Iraq and Afghanistan. The time has come to find a place where we could, I think, together make some savings. So that's going to be my mantra for the next few months. I've been working on it. I have some Republican support. Ron Paul, a leading conservative Republican.
So obviously, Congressman, the military spending is going to be one of the many things on the table with this bipartisan commission, very powerful new commission.
Yes.
And I would assume that there's going to be just incredible pressure on this commission now to come up with $1.5 trillion worth of deficit cuts. Do you think if Democrats appoint their 6 most liberal members and Republicans appoint their 6 most conservative, that this committee is going to get anything done?
Well, I'm skeptical. I was not a supporter of the idea, but I will say this. There is one area where I hope we can get together on that, and that is on the military. We are continuing to defend Western Europe. We started defending Western Europe in 1948 and 1949 when they were poor after World War II, when they were menaced by Stalin. Now, they're not poor. There's no more communist empire threatening them. The only thing that hasn't changed is the tens of billions of American dollars that go there. I understand the reason for this, and I'm hoping, look, the military budget has always had this great momentum, but an event like this should change our thinking. And I don't want to cut older people's retirement. I don't want to tell an old lady living on $19,000 a year at the age of 78 that she doesn't get a cost of living. I don't want to make people who've been doing physical labor for years have to do it for a couple more years. But I don't understand why America has to be so disproportionately military. And I understand that this is not the norm. But if we're looking for something that breaks the mold, it's the military spending that is far disproportionate. I want us to be the strongest nation in the world. The fact is we could be the strongest nation in the world for $400 billion a year instead of $700 billion a year, or $450 instead of $700. That alone could say we could easily save more than $200 billion a year without in any way endangering our security.
Got it. Congressman Barney Frank, thank you so much for joining us this morning.